An accident gave me the ability to change my body size at will, and unexpectedly I became friends with ants. As the saying goes, the rich rely on technology, the poor rely on mutation, and I was an exception. I was sentenced to 2 years in prison for theft, and today is the day of my release. My good friend Luis had been waiting outside for a long time. In order to reunite with my daughter, I planned to steal a mysterious treasure chest hidden in a villa 5 kilometers away. However, after breaking in, it wasn't the treasure I had imagined, but a massive steel vault door. I first used a drill to make a small hole, then poured water inside, followed by low-temperature liquid nitrogen. As the gears inside the vault gradually froze and expanded, I had already laid out air cushions outside the door. Nice. But when I walked in, I was dumbfounded. There was absolutely nothing inside, just a worn-out motorcycle suit. Since I was already there, I figured I might as well take this thing. Little did I know that all of this was being filmed by an ant carrying a camera on its back. After returning home, out of curiosity, I put on the motorcycle suit. Then I discovered there were 2 red buttons on the palm area. When I pressed them, something bizarre happened. I was terrified by what I saw before my eyes. I had actually shrunk to the size of an ant. At that moment, an old man's voice came through the helmet. Before I could react, my friend Luis came over and turned on the faucet. The water flow rushed toward me like a tsunami, quickly sweeping me away and sending me crashing heavily to the ground. I had just stood up when I was nearly hit by Luis's belt, falling through a gap and landing on a family's carpet. Then I was sucked into a vacuum cleaner. After escaping the vacuum cleaner, I thought I could rest for a moment. But when I turned around, a big rat had set its sights on me. I turned and ran, using a mousetrap to leap up and fly out the window, finally landing on a car roof and returning to my normal size. The voice in the helmet spoke again, telling me to keep the clothes and that he would contact me again. There was no way I would keep such a bizarre suit, so I packed it up overnight and sent it back. But as soon as I stepped outside, I was caught by the police and sent back to prison.
You are under arrest!
No, I didn't steal anything! I was returning something I stole! Just when I was questioning my life, I heard that old man's voice beside me again. He was gonna bail me out. It turned out this person was the one who had been talking to me through the helmet. This whole thing was a setup orchestrated by the old man. Now he gave me 2 choices. Either stay in prison forever and never see my daughter again, or wait for his next instructions. After saying this, he left the police station. Back in my cell, before I could figure out what was happening, I saw several ants seemingly dragging something. Before I could see clearly what it was, the ground started shaking. That bizarre motorcycle suit appeared again. Seeing that the guards were about to arrive, the ants began counting down. I knew this was my last chance and quickly put on the motorcycle suit. When the guards arrived, I had already disappeared from the cell. I ran out of the police station,